Welcome back, Rangers. I'm actually coming to you from Dublin this week, and I'm sitting in the Ashling Hotel, and it's Dublin behind me. Not you can see much of it, and it's summer, as you can see. A bit like a Melbourne winter, but you know, it's pretty good, pretty warm. They're sweltering over here. I want to talk to you a little bit today about AI, machine learning. Because when I was at the SEMrush conference in Helsinki, we were fortunate enough to have Avinash Kaushik come out and give us a presentation which was mind-blowing. It was all about machine learning, and in particular I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what they're doing with Google Ads, not called AdWords anymore. And Google Ads, there's two things you can go and look at in analytics, and I'll get to those in a moment. But basically one of the case studies that Avinash shared with us was a hotel group out in the US, and they did a totally automated campaign, like built the ads, wrote the ads, this is all machine learning, AI, and also basically did the placements, the bids, everything, totally automated. And they increased bookings by 65% across the US. Now that's huge, I don't care who you are, 65%, that's a lot of business. And it built on a lot of the stuff that I'd learned in the previous few weeks at the Google Premier Partner Business Coaching Conference, where we had a presentation that was saying a similar thing, and basically that paid media is slowing in growth. So this year it's going to grow only by 6%. And when you get to that level and it starts to level off, it starts to become very much a commodity business. So for agencies, you're going to end up competing on price unless you evolve. And if you're in-house, it means that you've got to look at the resources that you're spending on those AdWords, Google Ads, and can you better leverage that by using AI. And certainly there's two things you should go and look at now in Google Analytics if you have them. Not everyone has these, but the first one is the session quality under audience and behaviors. And under there you'll be able to see a number of different quality scores for the session quality. So this looks at the user and what the quality of that session is. And this is all based on AI, it's all machine learning. So there's no human intervention involved or calculations involved in this particular part of the product. So what you can then do is to say, so for instance, in this particular client, you could say, okay, let's have a look at the quality of sessions that were 51 to the 100, so the highest quality sessions. And then you can drill into that and have a look and see where the best conversions are coming from, and then lean into that. So in this case, for this particular client, we can see here that we're getting conversion rates on referral traffic of 33%, and the numbers are quite low as far as the number of sessions go. But that to me is also a measure of brand. You know, they're being referred by someone, so it's an endorsement. And also, you know, you can see, you know, 24% on average, but you can then go in and have a look at these metrics and then start to set up campaigns directed at the ones where you think you can leverage more. And this is what they used for the hotel group using AI. The other one, which is still in beta, is conversion probability, and you can do a similar thing there. And these are the only two metrics inside analytics that are purely AI based. Now I've been talking to a few colleagues in the industry, and you know, we've been tinkering with this as well. You need volume, right? So you're not going to get it with a small campaign. You're not going to see results quickly on a small campaign. But if you've got volume, some serious volume, you can switch on some of these implementations inside analytics and use that data and use Google Ads AI to do some pretty incredible stuff. Now, the thing is with AI, the reason that you need volume is it needs that data to learn. And I was speaking to one bloke from New Zealand, runs an agency over there, and he was saying that for about the first month of doing totally automated bidding using AI, the cost per click kept going up and up and up and up, and he had to placate the client to the point where the client's saying, "What the hell are you doing? We're getting less sales, and we're paying a higher cost per click." But it took about a month, and after that month, the cost per click just went straight through the floor, and that was because the AI had built up enough data that it could learn from. Now, to give you some sort of perspective on this, Google themselves used their own AI that was AlphaGo, I think it was called, and this was the AI that beat the best player of the Chinese game Go, and it was just incredible. The permutations of this game are just ridiculous, right? But they use that same AI technology on their data centers because they're spending millions of dollars a day on energy costs in their data centers. And what they did was that they put it saying, how can we, point at the data and work out how we can save costs on energy. And basically they ended up saving a 40% saving in energy costs, which is just insane when you're talking about that sort of volume of energy. And what they found was that the AI went through and made tens of thousands of just small tweaks that would be impossible for a human to do in any short space of time. AI did it in about a day, and they saved millions. Avinash did have something else to say, and this was some food for thought, and that was that in 20 years, the most important decisions in the world may not be made by a human. So I'll leave that one with you. I'll be back in Melbourne next week, and we'll see you from there. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.